I wasn't muted, it's just the USB cord of the microphone came out, so I had to restart the stream. Okay, we got Sulky versus Lazy. And we have a gate first build for Lazy, while Sulky went for an overpull into 3 hatch, as I can see that drone on the minimap taking that close third soon, anytime now. Some lings coming out just to harass, get a probe. And then they get hit by zealots and kind of decide to back off because there's 3 zealots. 6 lings can somewhat take 2 zealots if you micro, because you can, it's kind of, I guess, even, but maybe Protoss can more easily micro a zealot than it is. Okay, so because it's a gate expand, we got speed coming out and the drones were pulled off gas, so Sulky's gonna go for the Hydra build first, and he's not gonna get that 3 hatch spire. He's just gonna, well, he might just go all in lings, but that's not gonna happen frequently. Okay, so he just got 2 more lings to be safe against 5 zealots. And of course, Lazy, he's gonna be producing that out of 1 gateway way faster than, wow, gateway falls. Okay, I didn't expect that. I mean, it's not a big deal because I think he must have had, yeah, he must have had that core already up, and he can just remake more gateways. Gateways build fast. So he's gonna build a gateway inside of his base. He sends out the zealots because we had Zergling losses, and he's gonna go to that third, but it's a close third, so it's easy to defend. So 5 zealots, you do need 16 lings maybe to kill those, unless, you know, they're split apart like this. And okay, so there's 10 lings out for Sulky. He's fine. He just has to run around the other way. Oh, there's more lings counter-attacking because there's only 1 cannon and there's only 1 zealot back in base. Oh, that was a Stargate. That was not a gateway. So now there's going to be a little bit of harassment by the lings. I'm not sure if he's running around. No, he's counter-attacking harder. And he's going to kill that zealot. He's going to give up the hatchery and try to kill... Ah! Probe's so OP. They're wrecking these lings, and he cancels the cannon. The zealots are going down to try to kill some droners, and there's more coming out. So now we have Sulky just streaming in more lings, canceling cannons, and this is a very dangerous position to be in for the Protoss because your cannons are not going to get up, and he does take care of some of the zealots in his base and run more lings in. And now the Protoss player Lazy is not actually mining in his natural because he's trying to protect. So now there's Corsair coming out, so Sulky needs... Okay, so the cannon might get cancelled again. This is the most annoying part, is you have difficulty defending everything if you don't have that cannon. You know, lings are... There's a scout. There's a scout. He needs the scout to actually kill the lings. This is actually a legitimate scout usage right now because he cannot produce anything else. He does not have a gateway. He only has 1 Stargate. And the scout will attack the lings. It's a desperation scout and it does not work. Scouts do not have Yeah, because the Zealots did not decide to kill the third. They decided to counter. I mean, he shouldn't have lost the gateway in the first place. Because he did have 5. Five Zealots against like 6 Lings, and he still lost. That was a little bit. You can come out with Zealots to hit Lings and come back in if you can block off with probes so that the Lings don't stream into your base. I did have Sulky as the favorite in this group, so I'm not surprised that he's wrecking face. But generally, if the Protoss is safe, then you don't make Lings because Zealots block you off pretty easily. And you just get Hydras to defend your Space Cows. And then you go 5-hatch Hydra. Maybe you get like a 4th hatch before the lair. So you get 4th hatch, then you take gas again, then you take lair, etc. That's what I've seen Jadon do on his stream, is against the gateway expand, because there could be extra pressure. You do get that speed, and extra Lings, it slows down your tech, so you can't really afford to do a normal build because your Lings cost you economy, while they don't really cost Protoss all that much. The Zealots don't really slow down the Protoss as much as they slow down the Zerg, because you can produce a Zealot Flash versus Gwemchi is, I don't know, check the freaking schedule. 1 day and 22 hours. Yeah, I'm streaming at the same time. Yeah, in 2 days. But this is the real pro gamer, Sulky. Oh, there's Organ, aka Piano. Amazing ID. Yeah, so we have Duke the Pseudo Oracle predicting that Gwemchi's gonna wipe the floor with Flash. Well, he is playing. Gwemchi is playing under the ID I am Mang. Not Mong, but Mang. I am Mang. Well, we got all that BM, but it's okay, guys. He's Vietnamese. He just, that's how Vietnamese people are. I know 2 Vietnamese people, and they're both BM. Why would I ban them? They're cool. Welcome to the Suka Club, Escodina. Alright, he changed the names here. So we're gonna have piano. And ooh. Yeah, piano versus beast. Yeah. What? Should have been beast. Did he not change the name? What? He didn't change the name for the Zerg player. Was the was the name wrong? I mean, we know organ is piano. Wow. We got some chat drama. I mean, yeah, so by the name, I mean, this name is correct. Imjinmuk. Yeah. But this is Kim Min Chul as well. This name did not change. According to this is still Solki. What? I'm confused. Did he forget to change the name, or did he put the wrong name in the first match? Okay. Anyway, at least we know that organ is piano. We got... Let me check the brackets. Yeah, that was Sulky, so there should be Beast. But he didn't change the name. Damn it, Hosic, you're confusing me. Okay, we got 14cc coming out. Yeah, I know it should be Piano vs Beast, but he didn't change the name in the top of the screen. It still says Sulky. Hosic, get your shit together. Okay, we have Hatch first for Beast, so he's not gonna. And then we have Pool coming out. And the third hatch. So we're not gonna have any counter to this CC first. He didn't go. Yes. Brood War best game. He didn't go anything that would counter a CC first, like 3 hatch is equal. 3 hatch before pool is equal to CC first, and pool first builds obviously wreck, unless you know you go you go 5 pull and you lose. Yeah, that's happened. And now we got just normal things going lair. Terran scouts it, sees it's a 3 hatch. You want to get rid of that SCV. You have, so he has a Beast does have that scout with the Overlord, so he doesn't need to send the Zergling to check. We have a 2 barracks build coming out of the Terran. He's going Academy, no +1, and Hosic's pointing out there are no Sunkens yet, so this might be a timing. Okay, bye Duke. And we'll see. Maybe the Terran wants to hide his Marines a little bit, because this is kind of a normal amount of Marines. It's hard to tell by the amount of Marines if you're facing a 2 racks or a 1 racks, because it's only a difference of a couple of Marines, and he went CC first, so it's actually a smaller amount. But the timing is going to be slower, but it's still going to be before Mutas come out. So there's the medics. I guess I should say there are the medics. And I'm not sure if he saw that. Well, he's seen it now. Oh no! He's losing links to the Marines. Oh, he's actually doing a decent job of reducing the Marine numbers. So now we only have 4 Marines, 2 Firebats. He can throw down 2 Sunkens is good. And these units are not going to kill him if those 2 Sunkens get up. But I'm still... Okay, so because of the large amount of links, maybe he doesn't need Sunkens. He shouldn't try to kill these units unless they go out to his base. In which case he can try to surround them. And there's more barracks coming up, and the +1's coming up. But now there's more and more links, so this is going to get cleaned up. Not very cost effectively, but you don't need to be cost effective against small amounts of Marines and Firebats, because he didn't actually clean all of it up. But the mutas are coming out, and we finally cleaned it up. So now, because of the trades, Zerg is low econ-ish. He doesn't have full saturation on his bases, but that also means he has... Yeah, Beast came back from the military. That means that the Zerg will have a lot of gas relative to the Marine numbers. So because we have all these Marines were lost, even though he invested a lot in the lanes, now we're just gonna have a lot of Mutalisks, and we're gonna have a 3rd coming up with Lurkers, and there's no way that Piano is gonna be able to move out because of his low Marine count. He's just gonna get you know, harassed pretty hard because of the low Marine count, and stay in his base until, like, oh, Firebat's coming, because there are no Sunkens, and they're killing the killing the drones. Help. This is why you have at least 1 Sunken, just for fun. Oh man, that was so good. He lost all the drones in his natural, so now he has to re-drone. I mean, he's still doing okay. But now he's not getting that gas, so when I was saying that he has a good ratio of gas units to mineral units because of the low marine count, he doesn't need as many lings. Now he's just killing the marines that are coming out of the barracks, but it's hard because of the turrets. There's repair going down on the turrets, and there's more mutas flying through turrets. And this is actually looking bad for the Terran, but he might stabilize anyway. And more turrets are coming up, and they're they're dying to the stupid. He should really rally them through the other side. And now the Terran stabilizes. I'm hoping that. Oh yeah, that was an all-in. Yeah, because he kept on sending lings, and then he flew the mutas through the bunker and the two turrets at the top. If he rallied around the other side, then he would have had a larger muta count instead of just losing all those mutas to rallies. You're saying, good job. So now we got winners match between Piano and Sulky. GLPD. Let's check TLPD. Ah, that was Sulky. Beast is a no-show. That's why it said Sulky. It should have been Beast, but he's not here. That's why there's only 3 people on the channel. So Hosic did not make a mistake. So Piano moved up because he won. He won against Sulky. He won against Lazy, and now we got Sulky versus Lazy in the best 2 out of 3. Yeah, we got. Yeah, these games are pretty quick. So now we got a best 2 out of 3. Protoss versus Zerg. Interesting. Well, I mean, interesting how this is. It's an interesting way that they. I guess they just gave the wins for the no-shows. So whoever was playing against. See, the TLPD way of listing it does not make sense, because actually Piano did not move up through the no-show. He had to play Sulky, and it's kind of a three-man format. It's different what the TLPD actually shows. Okay. Okay, we got circuit breakers. It says it says this is Beast now. I'm so confused. He showed up. He's back. Now we're doing this. This is confusing. This is Beast now. What is going on in this tournament? Yeah, who's he playing against? Well, he's playing against the Protoss, which should be lazy. This is the only Protoss. Okay. Okay. This is... I don't know how they're gonna do the brackets if Sulky played 2 games and Beast is playing now. Ah, okay. So yeah, he did get the loss for the no-show, and now he's in the... Now Piano moves up due to getting the win and the free win, and then Beast... The TLPD must not be correct. Yeah, TLPD is not right because they gave him 2 losses for no-show, but actually he only got the no-show for the first win, or first loss. So now he's in the losers bracket, and he's playing against the loser of the... This is a losers match, so it's not going to be best 2 out of 3. It's just going to be... Yeah, I think what Biawimis is saying is correct. So hope Beast loses. I don't wanna cast some ZVZs. I'm gonna be like, they made some Lings, some Mutas, some Scourge, and then somebody won. I wanna... So let's cheer for our Protoss friend here. Yeah, it says Beast in the Eugenu in the top left, as you can see. This drone is slowing down the Zealot. Hilarious. It must have been a hatch first because the Lings are just coming out right now. Unless he just droned first, but people tend not to do that. You have difficulty against gateway builds if you drone too much. We got one drone on gas, and this is a gateway expand from Protoss and gas steal. It's kind of cool. The Protoss tech is going to be slowed down a lot. So yeah, he can throw down that core, but he's not going to have the gas. He's just getting his gas now, which means, I mean, the extractor's still alive, which means he's only going to be able to put down Citadel for Zalt legs or one Stargate. And we'll see which one he chooses to get. And then again we have a... He decided not to kill the... he decided to... He doesn't want to lose to Lings, so he's blocking. So he only has one gas. He's not gonna... Yeah, I noticed the Protoss don't get as much gas in this kind of opening as well, because they need the minerals to make Zealots to pressure the Zerg. And when they go Forge Expand, they sometimes go like, okay, so we got the Citadel, which is a good choice. The Zerg is not going for faster lair, so the timing will be pretty good. He might get yeah, so the Zerg is just going 5 hatch before lair. I'm just gonna go for that 5 hatch Hydra. 5 Zealots coming out. There's a screenshot. And they're gonna pressure, and there's nothing to see this right now. There's more Lings, so this is kind of maybe a bad timing to move out with the Zealots, because there's a ton of Lings everywhere, and these Zealots are gonna get absolutely shit stomped. Yeah, so this means that there's no speed lot timing, because he does lose the 5 Zealots almost for free. Like those Lings, they were gonna be useless unless you know, you actually use them to fight. So kind of a bad timing. So now there's more Zealots coming out and the +1 coming out, but losing the 5 Zealots means he might be vulnerable to an all-in from Lings, but I don't think that's gonna happen. We just have more tech coming out from the Protoss. He's gonna get, I don't know, Templars or something. And then we have the lair, of course very late, but there's Hydras, and they're just kind of there to protect the Overlords, because there's no Spire, and more Zealots coming out. This should not be a problem. There's Lings, there's Hydras. They might do some economic damage, but they shouldn't like kill Beast, because they came in right as the hatchery is being finished. And they killed one drone, killed the hatchery, but they're gonna get cleaned up here after killing some more economy. The wall actually working against the Zerg. He's gonna lose all the drones. He should have just transferred them away, because he does have so many units that he can clean this up. He shouldn't have needed to fight with the drones, so now he needs to clean this up with the Hydras. This will eventually be cleaned up, I think, unless the reinforcements are gonna kill him. But Hydra's good unit. So now we got Hydraling pretty good against zealots. But the drone count is very low, only 27. You do want to be, if you're on 2 gas, having 9 in the main, like 7 in both of the expansions. So that's 14 plus 9, 23 plus 6 for the gas. So you need to be at, let's say, 30 drones. Let's round it up. Ish. I mean, if you're 28 and 29, not a huge deal, but he needs to re-drone while the Protoss is getting his storm. We'll see what the Protoss does. He didn't bank that gas. Yeah, he can reproduce the drones, but the thing is, each drone, because he isn't that DT has 4 kills and killed probably the Spire, and there's no Overlord speed, so it's really annoying still. So all the Overlords are spreading across the main base to kill that DT. Protoss is just annoying. Yeah, we got the expansion coming down. So with 6 Hydra, we're gonna have +1 coming up for the Hydra. We probably have, yeah, he actually took drones off gas because he has too much gas. He's gonna get a lot of Hydras, but with this amount of zealots, I feel like, okay, so he re-droned. So he's getting Spire. It might be good to just get a lot of Muta, but he can't get it right now. Yeah, see, he has 800 gas, he can't spend it. So now all these zealots, unless he has a sunken in each base, maybe 2. This is gonna be a very scary time because he does not have tech, and when the Protoss has a lot of zealots, you want to have a lot of tech units like lurkers. Sometimes you want mutas as well to snipe Templars. So Muta Hydra works if you snipe the Templars. And oh, the Templar are getting wrecked from behind, so now there are no storms, and then Beast is gonna hold easy, I feel. Well, not easy, but okay, now he's gonna hold easy. The mutas are out, there are no storms, and these zealots are just gonna retreat back to the 3rd. So now Beast can take his 4th. The 4th is gonna get denied, but it's okay. He just tried to take it right now, and the Hydras are gonna try to come out and protect it as well. So now that we have mutas out, the Protoss will be forced to get cannon or 2 in his main. He's gonna be, so there's the cancel, and then the Hydras are just trying to kill the zealots. Zealots are just attack moving. It's a pretty good thing to do with zealots. They killed a couple of drones, killed some Hydras, and then B says pause. Protoss is much higher supply than Beast, and taking his 4th first, but he does not have a lot of storms. He just lost those 2 High Templars for free, and now we're unpausing. And we got more hatcheries coming out on the 4th. These Dragoons are derping because of pathfinding. And mutas are gonna get somewhat repelled. They're just looking for Templars, but everything's pretty well defended, except for this base, where he'll pick off the cannon. I didn't see that being cancelled, so that's 150 minerals. So you want enough mutas to pose a threat to the Templars. You probably want like 11. It's a good number to we have. And then there's Hive coming up, and there's multiple evolution chambers, so he's gonna go for very mass link strat, which is good against what the Protoss is doing. He's getting, well, if he has lurkers, that would be good, because there's a lot of zealots, and zealots pretty good against lings, and the hydras are doing work. I mean, the muta's doing work because of damage type. Dragoon's not very good against mutas. Cannon's better, but Cannon's also... Okay, so he lost some mutas, but he did a lot of economic damage, and it's fairly important. Ah, took some storms. So now we have only 3 mutas left. I'm not sure that was that good. I mean, because the storms are going to regenerate, and unless the fight's going to happen right now, those storms, they weren't that great, but they're not going to... Okay, so the Protoss is pushing now, so maybe those storms kind of might save him right now. Okay, so I have lurkers and a lot of lings. Got both players on 4 base. 174 supply for the Protoss, 180. Zerg obviously lower, but now it's going to be hard to go up here because of lurkers and... Okay, so the results are going to go up despite the lurkers. There's only a couple of lurkers there, and then storms are going to go down on the lurkers and the hydra, so those are really good storms. And lings are going to stream in as a stream, and the storms are kind of doing work, but we'll see if there's more units coming out for Beast. Doesn't seem like he has much, but Dragoon's not very good units. But so many storms, jeez. All these overlords also getting wrecked because of rallies. Want to buy overlord rallies, PST. And he's gone. So he gets eliminated because he got a no-show in the first match, and now he lost in the loser's match, so Beast is gone. So now we're actually going to have that best 2 out of 3. And they say Sugo. Sugo means good job. Okay, now we're gonna have Sulky versus Protoss, right? Alright, so there's Sulky. He says go go. Okay, so we're hosting the... Okay, so let's see if TLPD is updated correctly now. Sulky versus Lazy. Yeah, okay, so it is correct now. No show for first match. So Piano gets the no show. And then Piano wins against Sulky. Lazy versus Be. So Lazy versus Sulky should be happening right now. Yeah, and then there's Lazy and then there's Sulky. Yeah, Kim Min-chul. Kim Ki Hyuk. Is that correct? Kim Ki Hun. Ah, yeah, didn't see. It's kind of blurry. Kim Ki Hun, yeah. Alright, so we got Sulky, the yellow Zerg in the bottom left. We got the red Protoss in the top right. Okay. And we'll see what the Protoss goes for. And we'll see if... yeah, Sulky's going for the Overpool build. Nothing crazy. Then we check for the Overlord. We see that Overlord is there. So we go bottom left. This is how we predict the Overlord pattern. So that's why you go to that side. You go to the cross side from yourself because there are two spawns that are on the left side and only one spawn on the right. So if you check the Overlord, you go to the bottom right. If you see the Overlord, you check where it's coming from, and then you go. And now he goes for that Nexus first. Wow, that's metagaming right here. Because if you actually scout and then you make 6 lings, he's just a dead nerd. But he didn't get scouted, so that's why he made Nexus then Forge. Technically what Sulky is doing should hard counter based on the build, but he doesn't know that he's supposed to build that. Right? He went Nexus before Forge? Maybe not. No, that is true. The cannons are not quite done, so if he made 6 lings first, then he'd have to probe block and lose a lot of probes. I mean, he's still gonna have to probe block against just the 2 lings. So yeah, he went Nexus first. So see, like he went Overpool and he still didn't get the benefit of shutting down a Nexus first build because he didn't get the scout out. I don't see why he didn't get the scout out. If he saw the probe, you know that he's on the right side of the map. But he didn't go to the correct location first. So the Protoss does have an advantage in scouting. So maybe Zergs need to work on their Overlord paths to actually metagame the Protoss and make him go in the wrong direction. I actually saw that on Lancer's stream. Yeah, this is best 2 out of 3 between Lazy and Sulky. I actually don't know much about the Protoss. Just know that Sulky is pretty good. Okay, so we have the opening is Citadel of Adun, and this is like kind of a gross opening because every time you do this, the Zerg has mutas. And you do damage, but then you're like out a bunch of zealots. So I'm not sure if the Zerg knows about this. Oh man, I need to know whether some of these things are tight. It looks like that Evo hatch thing might be zealot tight, but I forgot which one is tight and which one isn't on the Circuit Breakers map. Okay, so he does scout it. He sacrificed an Overlord, and it's totally worth, because then you'd be like, oh, that's what you're doing? Cool. I mean, yeah, he got the Dragoon out, which is very old school style build. Now the Lynx see the Zealots coming out, and he just brings them back. Speed's gonna finish soon, so now if he just throws down a couple of Sunkens in each base and mutas, it's gonna be really gross for the Protoss. Yeah, so there's 2 Sunkens there. Should be 2 Sunkens there. Yeah. There's a 3rd Sunken. Okay, so he should. He's trying to snipe the Dragoon because. Okay, so this is not gonna work. There's too many Sunkens. So he's gonna go to the other base, but there's too many Sunkens. And too many Lings. Ling's not really liking either, so he did indirect economic damage by making him throw down all these Sunkens, but then now he's gonna have to deal with mutas, I assume. I mean, there's no point in going Hydra against this because he's getting Maelstrom. So for the mutas, so the key for the Zerg is to get the mutas, see the red ball, then split 3 mutas off, and then fly around like it's your entire flock. Lose those 3 mutas, and then fly in your other 11 mutas, and then actually snipe the Templar. And you see, 37 drones. It's good saturation on 3 base for Zerg. It's more than you need. This is like very good econ. And then there's the red ball and the white ball. I mean, this map. Okay, we got that Hydroden coming up, and he's just putting Hydroden in the back. Doesn't want to lose it to just being focused. It's annoying. You lose your upgrades. I assume he might just get lurkers first with it after. I mean, but it's so hard to get Muta lurker. He throws down the more Sunkens. So he is gonna go like pretty hard Muta, I assume, because he has like 4 Sunkens in each base. And then his 4th is gonna get clearly wrecked. But he's just gonna deny it and cancel, right? Unless these mutas are gonna clean everything up. But we'll see. There's an Archon coming out. So the muta's actually gonna clean up the zealots. But there's the Archon. So he's just gonna have to outrange the zealots. Just kind of do this kind of thing and dodge the Archon shots. There's only 5 mutas. And then there's that Dark Archon. And Maelstrom. Rip mutas. But it's only 5. And then they unfreeze, so that was really good. He only took damage on the mutas, and they can regen. And even having low HP mutas is good because it helps you one-shot. He needs to have Hydras against this. He needs to have so many Hydras. But he's making pure Mutaling. He's going to lose his 4th because of that. So he's... he probably just doesn't have enough everything. So he's going to counter. He's going to deny that potential 3rd for the Protoss. The Meta is going to die to the cannons. And the Lings are going to die to the cannons. Not the best attack. But then the... yeah, so the Lurkers are out. That's what I thought was going to happen. That's why he built that Hydrogen in the back, so his Lurker upgrade wouldn't get interrupted by any shenanigans. And there's that rally. Rip Overlord. And now he's going to defend his 4th with the Lurkers. So now we have back to kind of a normal game. We have Observers coming up, and there's still no Corsair type things going on. Yeah, Dark Archon is basically your only choice if you're facing mutas against, you know, no Stargate, absolutely no Stargate, because that's the only tech you can invest in without throwing down like 2 Stargates at the same time and getting the +1, like, just because it's going to take a while for you to get that. Dark Archon is going to be a faster way to take care of the muta harassment and, you know, sniping of your... here you can snipe the Dark Archon, that's pretty good. With like Lings or something. Like right now. So the Protoss taking his 4th. And we got a potential Dark Archon snipe. The Lings are trying to get it. Did they get it? Nope, they didn't get it. Dark Archon escapes. And then we have a little skirmish here. Lurkers burrow. Zealots run away. And we got Hydra, Lurker, Ling against that Dark Archon. Maelstrom coming out on the Hydras, but he's going to try to snipe the Dark Archon because it's annoying, and he gets it. So then Lurkers are going to die, but the Maelstrom wears off, so kind of acceptable snipe. Because the Dark Archon does cost 2 DT, so it's a lot of gas. Not quite as much as 2 High Templars, but still significant, and cost more minerals, so it's a... okay, so the Dark Templar is seen, and this is just a normal attack. He could have taken the Dark Templar and tried to walk it. Nah, it's gonna be useless. He can't really... Zerg does not have any base where he doesn't have detection and lots of Sunkens. Okay, there's Link streaming in from the back. And then there's Archons. So he's gonna pick off all the Archons, and Lings are really, really, really good against Dragoons. And they're Cracklings now. So even though you have like way, way, way more minerals than Dragoons, Lings just eat them alive. So he had, you know, like 8 Lings kill like 3 Dragoons. Because it does take, they do take reduced damage from Dragoons, and he's gonna clean it up easily with that, with those Cracklings. So now we got Protoss ahead on Econ because he does have that 4th base, but we'll see what are the... seems like Protoss has way more attack upgrades than the Zerg has armor, and that's generally the case because Protoss can have like +3 upgrades easy, while the Zerg has to tech to Hive to get his +3 armor, and generally does not even start it as early because you don't need an EO chamber early, while you need a forge early for the Protoss. So, and then there's High Templar that are gonna get sniped, ish, maybe. Well, no, he just made him waste the storm. Not even really waste, because he did kill a couple of lings, but these lings are not doing that well. But okay, so Sulky's taking the 5th and protecting it with lings. So yeah, there's that +3, like I said. It's gonna be a while before. Yeah, you don't want to just burrow the lurkers there. A lot of people just try to burrow and get them sniped, but now just running them away, let him burrow one and not get it killed immediately, so it'll live on too. So now these zealots are gonna cancel the 5th, while we got, I'm not sure, he's gonna let it finish. He's gonna let the 5th finish and try to defend it with the lings. Okay, yeah, he's gonna defend his 5th, which is good. So he doesn't get cancelled. He might even make a lair there if he feels like really keeping the HP up. But I mean, Protoss is taking his 5th as well on the right side. So Zerg probably wants some Defiler attack. Yep, he's getting Defilers. He's gonna get that consumed, so he's gonna go Lurkerling Defiler. Yeah, so he's expanding really easily while attacking. He only has 2 cannons there. So, you know, if you run in a bunch of lings, you can kill the cannons. Zerg has been equal with the Protoss on bases the entire game, so that's why he's been on the back foot. It doesn't matter that he wastes units, because all he's doing while he wastes those units is he's taking more bases. So if you're wasting the APM of the Zerg player on defending bases by split attacking and being ineffective, you're still being effective. Ah, but the lings are coming in to kill the cannons. And now he's going to take out the 5th. It might be a trade, 5th for 5th. Is he going to get it? Yeah, he's easily going to get it. Unless it doesn't move the lings. Oh, man, he's not going to get it now. 56 HP. If he moved the lings away from the storm, he would have easily gotten that base. And then the Reavers. Okay, so Reavers are annoying. Because he's able to afford these Reavers, I think he lost the Reaver, but he needs to get another base. Sulky does, and he needs to snipe that Nexus. Okay. Okay. The shuttle. Did he pick up the Reaver and just leave? Might have been a good decision. Okay. He killed some of his probes, but worth. Because, just run some lings in and try to snipe it, I guess. That's what he's trying to do. Is he gonna snipe the Nexus? He's gonna get it? Nope. I mean, he could just kill this base easily. He thinks it's defended pretty well, but okay, so we're gonna have lurkers here and all kinds of stuff like that. And we have another base coming up. So the Protoss actually has his base. Okay, so the Zerg's finally getting to the point where he is cost efficient with plagues and cracklings and swarms, but now you have Reavers, which are also very cost efficient. The one-shot Hydras. Yeah, plague would be great, and he used it. And then he's trying to snipe the Reavers by using the Scourge. He only sniped the Straddle, but that's really worth, because now the Reavers can be easily sniped by a Hydraling. Okay, so what's happening here? Another snipe on the hatchery by Zealots. There's not enough lurkers here to hold off all these Zealots, so this hatchery is Rip. So he's gonna, I mean, he's gonna kill all these zealots pretty cost efficiently, but he needs to throw down another hatchery faster than this. 100 shield and 56 HP. He can maybe snipe it if he casts a swarm. Ah! All these Archons, they still hit under swarm, but I think they do reduce damage. They only do the splash damage. And are we gonna get that? Not the best storm, but I don't think it matters. I think he's gonna try to go for that. He cannot get the Nexus. Can't even break through the Reavers. I mean, 18 Zealots for one hatchery is not worth, but thing is, it delays the ability to mine on 3 bases for the Zerg, which is worth, you know, thousands of minerals. And of course he killed some units as well. And then this isn't gonna work as well because stupid Reavers are gonna just defend under swarm. But he's finally gonna snipe the Nexus and kills the Reaver. So now Nexus is gonna die. He doesn't have enough storms to kill the lurkers under swarm. So at least he snipes that. And if he defends here just fine, then storm was not great. And then there's more. So Crackling is gonna clean this up, but he might snipe another hatchery. I mean, Sulky, because he is getting his hatchery snipe. Okay, he's not even snipe. This was really, really bad by the Protoss. Yeah, Reavers are assholes. So now the game has reversed due to the bad attack by the Protoss. And Protoss is now mining on only, you know, mostly those top bases. Doesn't have the Nexus, being rebuilt. And Sulky did get that min only, and he's transferring there. This is why it was important to snipe the hatchery, because he does have extra drones from his main that mined out that need to go somewhere. Yeah, he wasted a lot of units in that attack on the 3rd or whatever. 3rd/4th. So now he's really screwed. I mean, he has some plagued Reavers, but he's not gonna be able to take another base. He's just gonna mine out. He's gonna try to take the left side base. He can take it right now, but he might die if he tries to, because he needs the money for the units. He could have used less zealots and still gotten it easy. I agree with that. And now Reaver. Scourge are gonna get the shuttle, and then the Reaver's gonna get cleaned up as well, but get some drones. Not worth. Super not worth. That was AIDS. Because the 2 Reavers are very good at defending. So if he just ran them back to his 3 o'clock, he could have just defended that, put down a Nexus and defended it. But now, you know, he has a high supply, but he's just gonna get plagued and kind of lose these skirmishes. No, he can't take the Nexus unless he cleans up the lurkers. And now the Reavers are getting cleaned up because he doesn't have the extra Reavers. And now Morling's gonna come through, and this is He's just gonna get swarmed, and he's running into more lurkers. Yeah. So he's just gonna clean it up, and that's GG. I can't believe he threw away an advantage of being 4 base on 4 base into lose. You think ZVP is stressful? Try ZVT, where if you miss like one overlord, you don't have like lurkers coming out, you just die instantly because Terran just goes to your Nat and just kills you. ZVP is more of a macro matchup than ZVT. ZVT is like all timing. Vessels don't even do anything because you just make more units. I'm not even afraid of vessels. I mean, like, when people make a lot of vessels, you just plague them and then kill them with a Mutalisk. So, I'd rather face SKT or SK Terran than face mech transition straight from 5 racks. And then they just float the racks and I don't have any like anti-air units to kill them. And even if I make a couple of Hydras, it's going to take a year to kill a barracks, so they just mine everything and just siege bases at the same time. I don't play ZVZ, it's not fun. See, with ZVT, I can just get a huge advantage with Mira Micro early on. You know, I have maybe 2 packs of Lings and control group of Muta. Yeah, hold lurker's pretty good. But, you know, when you get swarm out and you get lurkers, ultras, and you just sitting on 4 base, and you know it's you get that advantage with the mutas. It's really good. Yeah, but in ZVT, the Terran needs to win with the Marines and Medics, or they're behind. This is that map. What's it called again? Neo Ground Zero, that we only see in the... Yeah, the wrist support is good because I mean, I have this kind of mouse as well. This. So I have both at the same time, so my wrist doesn't hurt. When I don't use the wrist support, I have more wrist pain. And we got Nexus first again. And then with the drone scout, he might just lose. Ah, no, he might hatch first. I didn't even see. So hatch first gets wrecked by Nexus first. And he's like, ugh. I mean, he can... And when he sees that there's hatch first, he can just get like, yeah, gateway, and then cannon. Like whenever he feels like it. Like the Lings are not going to be coming out anytime soon. I mean, he can, yeah, he gets the gas before the cannon. So it's going to be, you know, some 5-minute Corsairs. So I mean, this is actually still better than the other result where he did go for the overpull, but he made drones because he couldn't scout in time. Yeah, and then we have core cannon. This is gonna be ridiculous. He's gonna throw down his Stargate when the core is done. He's only going, I mean, because of the speed of this, he's gonna go only one gas and not gonna be able to get that Citadel down, but damn, it's gonna be a fast course here. So that's why we have the Hydra Den coming down. You cannot get layer fast enough unless you go like gas before your third hatch. So this is kind of a more economic build. Yeah, this tile set wasn't used recently as much, except for that stupid map with the double gas expansion. I forgot what it's called. It was really annoying because all that gas is it's quite special to play on. It's not a normal map. And the probe is, come on, get that probe. Get the probe. Get the probe. Got him. Okay. Link's just coming out. Check things out. And we'll see. Yeah, so now we have Hydras coming out just to protect Overlords. I mean, you know, seeing that. Yeah, so we see that the Corsair is going to come out right about now. Yeah, 510 Corsair because of the hatch first build. If he went for overpull, then this build would actually. Okay, so now he's throwing down cannons because he sees that Hydras are out. And he's gonna kill some Zealots. He doesn't have range yet, so he can't start breaking this. And he's on, yeah, he's just going 3 hatch Hydra. From hatch first, it's kind of good. But now the Protoss is massing. He's making more. So he's just going for the 4 Hydra pressure and gonna drone up from here and take another hatch, that kind of thing. Take a layer, snipe the forge and the gateway, force out, you know, 5 cannons. You mean Chupunyan? Shin Chupunyan. I think that's the map. Okay. And then if he hits hold again on his Hydras, maybe they'll start shooting the damn forge. But it's so annoying. You have to actually single target each Hydra to stay outside. And he's remaking his forge because he's expecting it to get sniped. And ooh, Corsair Reaver, Disgustiny. Okay, the forge is rip. Yeah, he only made like 8 Hydras. And he's gonna snipe 2 cannons so he can get the free pylon. And by free I mean not free at all. But he will force out more cannons. Well, 1 more. He's getting his lair. There's 4 cannons. The Protoss probably saw that okay, fast overlord speed. And he probably saw that the Zerg made drones and decided he didn't need 80 million cannons. I love the fact that ASL's getting casted. It's like one of the best things. And Rip Reaver Wow. Wow. So that Reaver is not gonna, he could have done a lot of damage with it. I met Tasteless at BlizzCon. He's a pretty cool dude. And Artosis as well. But I've talked to Tasteless like online much more. So when Tasteless was casting like GOM TV for Brood War, that was like the best. Even solo casts were good. Even our Super Daniel Man casts were really good too. I mean, Tastosis probably the best casting duo, but it was like so much more hype when it was just GOM TV right before StarCraft 2 came out. Yeah, that's why I'm casting this, because if you don't understand the Korean cast, you're like, yeah, whatever. You can't really get hype when you don't understand it. Yeah, I was in IRC, like in the channel like Nick Plot, and just people are spamming in that channel. Okay, so now we got that Corsair Reaver. Yeah, you could actually. Okay, so he just got the. He didn't get the shuttle. He got the Corsairs. You cannot really do this with 3 Corsair. If you're gonna go Corsair Reaver, I mean, he didn't really commit to it, but if he had like 6 Corsairs and the +1 and killing Scourge and denying that 4th with 2 Reavers, then it would be really annoying for the Zerg. I mean, he's still trying to go for that, but he went drops some Soul Key. But look at that speed lot attack. He switched into that. That's why his Corsair was not very. Okay. And he's using the. We're gonna just burrow because we're getting wrecked by the Reavers. So the 3rd is getting absolutely destroyed. But the pathing is kind of cucking the Zealots. Is he gonna drop from the Overlords? No, he's just. Okay, so Corsair Reaver is a disgusting build. You should feel bad for winning like that. Now I got 1-1. I think Splax just he's gonna be very happy seeing this game. So he actually needed to be burrowed there in the first place, so when the Reavers come up, you just snipe the shuttle. Yeah, he didn't have much. He needed to have Infinity Hydras. Or Infinity Scourge. But he couldn't have much because he did go for the 3-hedge Hydra, and he invested too much into it. He had like 12 Hydras. If he made like 6 Hydra, instead of like 18, because he had like 8 Hydras at the end, he did lose some. If he made a little bit less and still was able to outrange some of the buildings, then it would force I mean, just look at the map name when they make. It says Tuhon when they do Fighting Spirit in Hangul. And I mean, yeah, it's fighting spirit. Okay, so we'll see what kind of a build Protoss goes for. I mean, he's making that pylon. See if it's gate first or if it's... Okay, so it's 9 pull because he's tired. Okay, so see the Overlord? Because he sees that Overlord, he knows that the Zerg is there. You can actually path the Overlord above so the probe doesn't see it and turns around. So you can mind game like that. And then, is he going for... No, he's just going to Extractor Trick. So gasless 9 pull. No. Well, you know it's not circuit breakers because that's in English. And there's a few more other maps. Okay. And he makes 3 drones. Ah. See, probe always gets the first hit. It's so imba. And he does force out the cannon first. And he can't get the hatchery down. Okay. Okay, now he finally got the hatchery down. And he cancels the cannon so he can get Nexus in first when he sees that there are no links. So that does lose him like 30 something minerals. So Protoss does have a slight economic lead because he does cancel that cannon to get the Nexus in first. If he let 2 cannons finish against that build, then they'd be equal. But now we got Gateway and 1 cannon. Zerg can't really proxy lings anywhere, so Protoss is just fine with 1 cannon. And he's just scouting, and then we have a far third coming from the Zerg. Harder to defend, but if you do defend it, you get an easy 4th. It was the I have Zerg in my base and the Corsair won't help me type scout. I mean, technically, you know, if you have Zerg in your base and you don't have a gateway, right? He lost his gateway. You probably want to make a scout over a Corsair because it's gonna hit the Zerglings, but it's not gonna be that good anyway. And there's the Stargate. He put it there probably because of scouting reasons. And then just Zealot hitting hatchery. It had the larva on it. And now Zealot's gonna get wrecked by some lings, and drones come out. Oh, he microed so he doesn't lose the ling. Now there's more Zealots just forcing out lings. Probably not gonna kill that many lings. See, like 1 a piece or something. Worse unit versus Zerglings and Scout. I mean, Arbiter, yeah, it's probably one of the worst. Out of the ones that do hit ground, but it's more of a spellcaster. Yeah, Arbiter costs way more than a Scout, so it takes way longer to build, so it's technically worse. You know, Scouts actually do as much DPS as Wraiths, even though they cost a lot more. I'm pretty sure Scout has a decently fast attack. Way more DPS than an Arbiter. Got that +1 going, so this is a very standard game. We'll see what the Zerg goes for. This is what I'm interested in. And we have more Corsairs coming out, so... But the Zerg doesn't know this because it's hard to scout that Stargate with the cannon there. Now the Zealots come out. The +1's gonna get done, and the speed is done. So this is gonna be annoying to deal with. But he does have that Sunken being built, and then he has a wall, another wall. Okay, so we got mutas. Mutas are more common in longer spawns because you can just turtle on Sunkens. So turtling on Sunkens is fairly common in this kind of situation because it is harder to defend your bases. And then he's just putting down his 4th in the back. Okay. Alright, so mutas. Surprised he didn't put down one more cannon in the back like that earlier. Yeah, because now, look, this cannon might not even get done. Because the Scourge are gonna ward away the... Oh, he took the hits from the Corsairs. You can actually pick this cannon off if he wants to. Oh, but he's switching into Hydra now. So he did go for the Muta opening to deal with the Zealot pressure. But he only got 5. Killed a bunch of probes. And now he's gonna go for the 5-hatch Hydra. So he's switching back into it. He forced out an Archon. So the Archon is gonna be kind of not as good against the Hydras. The Hydras are just gonna... And the reason Brood War is hard to predict is because, you know, we're playing best 2 out of 3. And there are a lot of different builds you can do. And there's map dependent things, and Brood War is easier to predict when you play longer series because you know, each individual game is only a representation of, you know, percentages. You know, you have X% chance to win. Even in chess, you have certain amount of luck based on... Ooh, I'm not sure this attack is going to go well because the drones are blocking. He's going to lose the drones, but he's going to lose all of his Zealots. Of course, he's going to get some Overlord killers with the Corsairs, but this is a horrible attack. He's going to lose all these Zealots. He's not going to be able to get a 3rd. The Zerg is very happy to just kill everything. And then, I mean, losing all of your zealots like that means that Zurich can just drone or just get more Hydras, and he decided to give up after that. Yeah, because that attack was so bad that he couldn't do anything after that. He saw that he was up against 4 base and he was on 2 base, and he couldn't come out and take his base because he lost all of his units. Yeah. Yeah, that blocking the ramp was not good because they got all splatted. But it doesn't matter because he's way ahead economically. So Sulky does move on, Piano does move on. I called this group. And then what's going on here? And Group D is going to be in January 11th. So I'm going to take a break from casting every day. I can get some sleep. Don't have to wake up at 3 a.m. Wow. No, I think this is done. We do have the winners. Here, I'll show you the bracket. That's Piano moving on and Sulky moving on. Piano moves on because Beast was a no-show for the first game, so he only had to win 1, and then Sulky moves on because Lazy just lost to him in the best 2 out of 3. So, thanks for watching. Yeah, at least I called this liquid bet correctly, so I'm gonna get some points for it. Alright. I'll be there for the other groups. Thanks for watching.